I just wanted to pick up this idea of civility because I think it's really, from my perspective, I often find that people don't understand that word the same way I understand it, and I worry that people think that if I say I think we should be civil, what I mean is we should be kind of nicey and all try and get along and never
Right.
criticize each other and be kind of retiring in the face of things that we disagree with or we find morally problematic. And I want to say, at least for my part, and I think on your part too, that's not how I understand the term civility. I
Yeah.
don't. I am really willing, and I am very passionately desirous of a public sphere in which people air strong moral criticisms of views and practices that they find to be disgusting and outrageous and even evil. And I'm quite happy to use that word on a certain limited circumstances. And I want people to be able to use that sort of language and to criticize each other and to challenge each other. And I want to be challenged. You know, I want to live in a society where people are comfortable challenging me and my ideas and my actions, so that I can change and improve, or if necessary, defend myself if I think I'm correct. Um, so this is not about being nice. It's not. It's not about always having to smile and be friendly to people and to never raise a disagreement. What I see civility as being essentially is the recognition that whoever you're talking to a human being who at base has some sort of moral worth, some level of dignity which you're not willing to take away from them because you share that common humanity. And that's really important to me because I see it in sort of my formulation, my understanding of what humanism is. That's kind of one of the three core components of it, is this idea that we have this common humanity that we are going to respect regardless of anything that we do to each other as far as we possibly can. And so that's kind of what I see as being civil, and I worry. I mean, to be honest, if someone like I don't call people stupid, and I don't call people. I try not to call people things like assholes and stuff like that. It's partly, I guess, my British upbringing, but it's just not sort of part of my lexicon. I don't think it's a particularly. It's not a sort of moral achievement on
Well,
my
you have
part.
your own words.
Yes, exactly. I have my own words that I would use instead of those that I try not to use, but sometimes I do use. Um, but I don't. If someone says those things to me, I also think that I should develop a certain capacity not to feel particularly harmed by it. I mean, I do think that a certain amount of being an emotionally mature adult is to be able to think on occasion people are going to abuse me and I'm going to not feel like it's completely destroyed my humanity. But so I think that it's not like the worst thing that anyone can do to each other by any means. But I try and avoid it, and I try and avoid it for those sorts of reasons because at base I want to try and recognize that the other person is a human